Another confirmed multimedia production confirmed.
Subscribe now.
This is the Big and Lazy Podcast. Give us something good to eat. Give us something good to watch.
The big and lazy.
This is the Big and Lazy Podcast. I'm Big. I'm B-Fines. I'm back. I'm back with another special guest, another episode. The train keeps going. We got Noworries Gentry. Welcome to the set.
Hey, I'm excited.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate you having me, though, for real.
We're talking about my homie Cheatham. She's like my consultant, and she keeps my, as far as like local, and and she's a big girl too. And like, you should have her. She's dope. She does this. She does skits, and she's been bigging you up for a while. So we had to get you on her. Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear it. You just never know who you can you touch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had this lady the other day. I got baptized, and she was like, "You was the girl that got baptized." Like, who just said stuff like that? Like, I didn't realize me posting the things I post, how much it reaches other people. I had this lady tell me from Australia she wanted to come and visit me. Like, Australia. Like, that's love. I got more outside, I won't say fame, but more outside, I guess was what you would say, than locally. And I'm okay with that because I'd rather have that. Mm-hmm. But I love the people here in Louisville that do support me. I do appreciate that because without them, I mean, that's where it started.
Now, I love my hometown, but no slight against Louisville.
Yeah.
This is, if I was in Atlanta, if I was born and raised in Atlanta, strangers and, it's going to make you rich. You know what I mean?
You say?
Strangers going to make you rich. It ain't going to be, that's why I don't cry. Like, shout out to certain people, family members and friends. People order shit all day on the internet.
Yeah.
Still ain't got no Big and Lazy merch. I see all type of design. I ain't hip. We got PTS draws, Savage 50. Big $300 shirts, but damn, my shirt's $20.
Thank you. Hello.
Make you rich. So I don't slight that, but like I'm in the I was coming into the studio, right?
Okay.
So we don't even hear late night on Sunday.
Okay.
So the owner of the building, I'm walking into the building, he gets out his truck. Big and lazy. Let me shake your hand, man. He said, I'm like, what? Older white man, probably in his late 40s, early 50s. I want to shake your hand, man. I don't never get to see you much, man, and my grandson, he's a big fan, and he said, Dad, or Granddad, they got some legendary people in there. You don't know who they got in there. And that really,
Yeah, and I told you, yes. And this what you're doing, being yourself, actually giving people a chance on your platform to expand what they're doing in life. A lot of people don't get those chances, regardless if it's a small platform or a big platform. It's the same way I look at it, like it's when I'm performing. Like, when I tell you I hate performing.
Really?
Yes. That's probably...
Are you like shy? Like it just...
Nah, I get short-winded. I'm a big girl, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, I don't want to keep on doing all that, but...
Yeah, lip sync. Give the mic to the audience.
I'm telling you, mouth be dry, but every time I perform, people love it. So that's what keeps me coming back. That's the easiest way for me to get my music out because I kid you not, people will not share your stuff. No, like when it comes to certain things. So like when I'm putting my music out, it's hard to get people to share it. But if I go perform, it's a different thing. They sharing it. They asking me where can I find it? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's this always different platforms we have to take.
Right.
To get out there. And it'd be a lot.
So tell us about your early days in Louisville. How did your environment and upbringing shape you who you are today?
Oh, well, my parents, they invested a lot in me, RIP to my daddy, but he definitely, he molded me to be the young lady I am today. And shout out to my mama too, though. But my parents letting me know that it's okay to be who you want to be, and people are always going to judge you no matter what. Like, you're never going to be...
No matter what.
Perfect, and we know that, but we always want to be perfect for our parents, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like I had a good life. Like, I ain't struggle, I can't say it. Yes, I was raised in the hood, 44th and Market, but in my mind, I felt like I was out there, and you feel me, the rich people's.
Right.
Yeah, like my lights weren't ever cut off. You feel me? I didn't have to worry about where my next meal was gonna come from. But people,
it's a blessing.
Yes, that have went through that. Mm-hmm. I applaud them. My parents was married. I mean, with my daddy passing away, but my parents were married. Like, I was probably literally my only I was the only one out of my friend groups where their parents were married.
That's crazy. Like, and I say this all the time too. Like, just because you grew up in the hood, and myself is excluded, like, it was good days in the hood. Like,
Do you
like
hear
you
me?
said, my lights went never off. I wasn't rich and Gucci and New Jordans.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if you got 2 or 3, and throughout the school year, if you got 3 pairs of shoes, you was rich. You got one the first day of school. You got one at Christmas.
Yes.
Tax time and Derby. If you got that third, you was doing it. You know what I mean?
Doing it, yes.
So and I never like. I know some people I grew up all starving, rats and roaches.
Yeah, I ain't have that. But you know, sometimes I wish I had though, like the grandma's house, like where you and all your cousins get together and y'all have sleepovers. Like I ain't really have that, and that's not because my granny didn't want it. My cousins don't live here,
Right.
So it was like I went on my granny's house, but I'm like I'm bored. You know what I'm saying? Like what we doing? Like ain't no other kids over here.
So you're not from Louisville?
So my mom was born in Chicago, so that's where my aunties, well, one of my aunties still live at. But my other aunties, their kids was younger than me, so they came, you know, after I'm 32. I think my little cousin's probably like 20 something, so we wasn't really together. You know what I'm saying? So it was just really me over, and it was boring to me.
Man, one of the biggest blessings, and I miss it now. You don't miss your water till your well run dry. My granny, she's still alive, but her husband passed a couple of years ago. She don't cook like she used to.
Ooh, wait.
Every Sunday, you could set your watch to it. She had some Sunday dinner. She, you know, macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
Everything. Sunday dinner, but it just hit me. They're like, damn, I ain't said that in a long time.
Right.
And I ain't holding her guilt. She's 78, 70. She done did her due.
That's dope, though.
So that's my homie Cheatham just said that, you know how blessed you are. You still got your granny. You still got your granny in life.
Yeah, so I definitely, and my granny's like 80.
Really?
Yeah, so.
It's amazing.
But like on my dad's side, my granny, I didn't get to meet her. She had already passed away, so I didn't get to have that bond. But of course, we had a big mama, which was my auntie, which is his oldest sister. And what you said, I not even on Sundays. I'm talking about fish fry Fridays, spaghetti Saturdays. You know, like it was like planned. And I used to get so excited to get out of school to be like, well, my auntie said, look at the grub. You know what I'm saying? So I do miss that. It changed the dynamic in your life when them people pass away because unfortunately the family don't be as tight no more when that one person hold it together.
Right. And I was talking to my peers of people don't grill no more. People don't. Nick, we are the people, bro. What the fuck you talking about? We ain't 12 no more, right?
Right. You depending on somebody else to do because that's what you so used to when you can go out there and do the same thing.
Yeah, my granny just called me. We just had this conversation. She said she calls me Biggie. She said Biggie.
Aww.
Not so much as I'm the chosen one, but she said we get life expectancy with 75, 80. She said somebody's gonna have to step up, and we just had a talk and a nice long talk. I love my granny.
You know what's so crazy? My Facebook name used to be My Black Is Real, and they made me change it. And I was like, man,
what?
My Black Is Real? I do not know. It used to be my Facebook name.
Like a black and mouth?
No, like my skin tone.
Okay.
My Black Is Real. I know it do.
Niggas smoking fake blacks, and I'm like, I ain't here, man. I don't know, man. Niggas smoking.
No, so I guess I don't know why they made me change, but they made me change. I was like, man, what do I change it to? And I was like, no worries. I wasn't like into doing music. I wasn't doing poetry. I wasn't doing content. Nothing. So like none of that had anything to do with it. It was literally because I was like, growing up, I ain't have no worries.
Right.
So, and of course my last name is Gentry, so that just stayed on her. But literally that name, it defines me more than what I even knew it could and would. Like when I say that, it's like when you leave it all to God, you don't have no worries. Like literally, you walk by faith.
Okay, it's amazing.
Right.
So, who is your biggest influences growing up, musically and personally?
Okay. Well, growing up, I listened to a lot of old school, of course. And so Luther Vandross.
Shout out to Luther, man.
Yeah. Gerald Levert, my daddy was a big Gerald Levert fan, and my mom was a big Luther Vandross fan. So literally, them two, I could, sing they whole albums.
Lil Luther or Big Luther?
I have to go with Big Luther. Lil Luther, he put me to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But absolutely, I definitely like listening to that kind of music. I mean, that kind of music don't never get old.
It don't.
It's
timeless. They still recycle it to this day.
Exactly. Big, if I say his name wrong, I do apologize. That's also one of my favorite rappers, Big X the Plug. But you know how he does all...
You said it right.
Okay. He do all his samples from old school, and he make it make sense.
He does.
And I don't know. But as far as, someone in my life outside of a famous person, had to be my daddy off top, my biggest supporter. Every time he would introduce me, it was never, this is just my daughter. This is my daughter, the rapper. And that always stuck with me. And I just was like, you know what, Daddy, I'm going to do it. I can do it. Because you can do anything you set your mind to. You just got to want to do.
So you said you started out doing poetry?
Correct, I did. I started out doing poetry in my bedroom. You know how they do. You start out there recording yourself looking goofy. That's what I felt like. But I started out there and then...
So this is like audio poetry, or was you like writing?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I was writing. You know what I'm saying? And then I was recording myself so I could, put it on social media and things like that. And I was like, I can't get out in front of nobody because I was shy. And and so it took me a long time. I never really performed until like almost 2000.
Really?
My first poetry. And shout out to Deep Sea because he was who gave me a chance to even come and do my poetry. He has something called a living room. So
yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Like so if you could you get Deep Sea on here for us? Like, could you?
Oh yeah. I could definitely hit him up and let him know. Yeah, about y'all.
We're trying to get him on here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think he seen my message. This was when we first started. It was years ago, but we need to get him on there. The living room, like, what was that experience like?
Oh, that was that was
it?
love. So they was doing at the Old Virtue.
Yeah, okay.
Down on it was at Oak Street. I don't good with my streets, but down there they was doing it down there, and baby, it was nice because you had that Virtue crowd automatically. Then you bringing your peoples, of course. So it was really nice. I never realized how many people really enjoy poetry. Because the poetry I used to see was, of course, Maya Angelou, and I'm like, she's saying some good stuff, but it's very slow. Like, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but they do some dope stuff, and the opportunities that you get after you perform and people see you.
Yeah, networking opportunities, yes.
Correct. And he believes, and I feel like he believes in anybody. Like, even if it didn't sound good, baby, he made you feel. Yeah. So I love him for that. Like, he has a good heart, you know what I'm saying? And him doing it always for free, that'd be the hardest part because people don't ever want to pay when it's time to pay.
A poet, have you hosted? Poet, comedian.
I have hosted before, and that's cool. Don't get me but keeping the crowd going, that's a lot.
Really?
For me, because baby, I'm just one of them type of people. Like, I want to joke on you, and a lot of people can't take it. You gotta watch out what you say.
Yeah.
Because I'm a jokester all day, baby. It ain't no fat joke you can't say to me that's gonna hurt my feelings. I do not care, because I got one for you too. Whatever it is.
I can throw them, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So hosting sometimes it's a hit and miss depending on the crowd. And you don't want to do too much talk, but you want to do just enough.
So how many events have you hosted? It was like a one-time thing?
I did about 3, and that's been it though. Like, I haven't did any more. I normally just perform for the most part. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I've like this last event that I did, I hosted and I did my song. You know what I'm saying? To keep the crowd. It was like a little intermission. Keep the crowd going. So
what's your favorite? You are the poet, rapping, comedian. Like, what is your favorite thing to do? So I see you wear many hats.
I really would say being like a comedian would be like, and I haven't like got on stage and done it, but like just doing my authentic content, like coming up, like I got everybody remembers me saying, under the Fupa is a chalupa, and that really got me out there saying that.
Right.
So just coming up with stuff like that people wouldn't think about, that's what I enjoy doing, and just putting those type of words out there to be like, you know what, under the Fupa is a chalupa. It's okay.
So that was you behind it? I remember that saying.
Yeah, that was me. That was me, and then Big Girls is always in season. Like, and I did that, and I do my little jumps and stuff. That's really what people know me from, is I jump in literally every video I do.
Yeah.
So, and that was just me being funny. Like, I didn't even think nothing about it, and people, they just be like, you ain't do it. When I don't do a jump, it's like the video don't even hit it. I got to do a jump. I'm like, I don't always want to do a jump.
So have you collabed with any like content creators locally to do videos?
No, I haven't. But I've had the opportunities. You know what I'm saying? It's just that sometimes you have to be careful with who you collab with, because what they do on their social media can affect your social media.
Yeah, that's amazing right there.
And you don't want that. Like, I'm just saying, if you messy, I don't want messiness brought to my stuff.
Right.
Because That's not what we doing over here.
Real talk, positivity. I ain't trying to expose nobody. What people do behind closed doors is their business.
Correct.
I try to keep it most positive as I can, man.
Correct. And that's all I want. We're gonna get negativity, and that's okay.
Right.
But I'd rather for that negativity just to come from my page, not from what you have done and brought to my page.
If you're looking for a spot that's got everything you need to roll, puff, or relax, pull up to Smokers Castle's Outlet. From premium cigars, vapes, kratom, all your smoking essentials, they got it fresh, affordable, and all in one place. So skip the runaround. Smokers Castle Outlet is your go-to smoke shop. Big selection, better prices, and good vibes. Located at 4431 Dixie Highway, Louisville, Kentucky. Located next to Cricket Wireless. 4431 Dixie Highway, Louisville, Kentucky. I work at the casino on third shift, and you'd be surprised how many times people, because I'm a people person, you know, and he said, man, you the best deal I ever had, man. And it don't be nothing like, I just be, how your day's going, you know, how about them Cardinals?
No, for real, this small talk. So it ain't all word all the time.
Right. Yeah. You recently released the EP, Something Different.
Yeah.
What was the story behind that title and the themes you wanted to explore?
So because every song, of course, you know, people do songs, everything means something different. So something different. Mm-hmm. My first song was called In My Bag.
Right.
I'm the type of bitch you never had. Yeah, what? I'm in my bag. It was just like, I don't know. It was heart feeling because I was like, I can do it. Now, don't get me wrong. My girlfriend helped me because, baby, I couldn't get on the beat for nothing. She was.
Did she rap?
Yes.
Okay.
Baby Blue. Baby, she's hard to me.
That's her name, rap name, Baby
Yes,
Blue?
Baby Blue.
Okay, check out Baby Blue.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And she helped me with that, and then that was supposed to really be it. I was not supposed to do no more songs, but I thought I did that song. I was like, I could do some more songs. Then of course, I got to put one out for my big girls.
Right.
So I got a song called Big Girls. So but have you
shot visuals for any of these?
So actually, to Poets Pen, I literally just did my first video. Shout out to JoJo. She hasn't sent, we haven't uploaded it yet. So that's gonna be the first video. I haven't did any like visuals though, but that one right there is the video though. So once that get released though, I'm excited. It takes a lot to do a video. I was tired doing that.
It does.
I'm like, come on. So, but yeah, if y'all haven't downloaded my EP, Something Different, hey, go download it. I think it's hard, of course, and
you know it's hard.
Yeah, yeah. I know, right? I gotta have that confidence. I know it's hard, but it's only 6 songs on there, and I kid you not, I feel like them 6 songs took me forever. So that's why I don't really think rapping is my lane. It would just be something I do every now and then. I'm gonna be a Red Man, Method Man type of girl.
Right.
I'm going to put something out. I'm going to go behind the scenes and, be quiet. I'm going to put...
Pop out there.
Yeah. I ain't trying to make song after song after song. I don't have that in me.
Is there any features on there?
No. Sorry. I lied. My girl. We got a song called Hood. Uh-huh. Yeah, No Worries featuring Baby Blue. It's hard. It's hard as for how people, what you see in the hood.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out on the way home.
Yeah. And that's HUUD.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what it's called, Hood. That's how you spell it.
So, if you could collab with anybody locally, give me one person locally and one person, a famous person, who would it be?
Locally, I would have to say, and I might say his name wrong, One Take Timmy.
You said it right.
Okay. I like him. He's hard. He be talking about some nice stuff. So
we just had DJ Cam up here. He said he's the best rapper in the world. He gave him that title.
Dang.
That's a nice title.
It is. But I mean, he deserves it. At that point, so he's hard. I ain't gonna hold him. And of course, next would be my girl, of course, but him, he's cold. He's cold. Famous wise, definitely Big X the Plug. Like,
really? I fuck with Big X.
I love him. Do you hear me? I used to like Rod. He just started doing too much crying for me though. But
I'm not fucking with Rod. You remember Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Not when Tyrese was on Breakfast Club.
Yes.
And the last time he was on there, and Charlamagne trying to give him some tissue because he was about to cry. That was me with Rod Wave. He comes on the radio. I said, "Bloop, not today, Papa. I'm not crying. No more tears."
No, for real.
Serious.
Yeah. But absolutely, like, I was thinking to myself, female wise, I have to do something with. I have to say Lotto.
And shout out to Lotto. Where that chunk of honey iced tea at last?
Baby,
nice.
Do you hear me? Glorilla's hard.
Yeah,
I love Gorilla, you know, but I just with a lot of I just feel like sometimes she don't get that, you know, like she needs she can't she did a rap game like Jermaine Dupri's he's hard on his people. She's like one of the first people to really make it from the rap game, you know, I mean it's other people, but
wasn't she on like a reality show?
that's what I'm talking about with Jermaine Dupri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called The Rap Game.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So she was really one of the first people to make it from that's still making it. You know what I'm saying? And they make it. They do little things, but sis did her own thing outside of that too. Her parents invested in her. So
yeah. I seen that. Her mother was something crazy that she invested.
And then her daddy was, on the TV show. Yeah. Right. So this scene, it was so funny for how somebody be like, dang, I looked at you grow up, you know? So watching her on that and then watching her now, the transformation, it's amazing. It's amazing.
So looking back, first starting out, what would you give some advice to a younger you?
Don't ever give up. Even when you feel like you can't do it, don't give up. Because when you give up, it don't matter no more. Your dreams, you just be plateaued.
Never. Don't give up. Keep going.
Yeah.
So you said you hold it down for the big girls. Do you receive any because I know I receive some hate because I'm a big guy. I think big people got it hard already. You know what I mean? I think if I was about 60 pounds lighter, I loved all the support now, but I have a little extra support. This about 50 pounds lighter,
Right. Yeah, no, you ain't lying about that.
And how you deal with the negativity?
Okay. So I was actually bigger than this. Just last year.
Right.
So just I don't want to be skinny. I just want to be healthy, you know. So and people forget that big people, we ain't all lazy, you know, but we have lazy ways, but like anyone else. But they always be like, because you're bigger. You're damn right. I'm tired, you know, but you have to be the one to change it. So my thing is being big, it doesn't define you.
It don't.
You define your own big because every big person's different.
And I think that people, when heavier set people have confidence and cockiness or whatnot, it even rubs them even harder. You know what I mean? I think well, why wouldn't I say I got the best platform?
Right.
Why wouldn't I say I'm the best? Why wouldn't I say, I don't know.
We have to, it's almost like when you're a big person, it's almost just like being a black person, of course. You have to set that foundation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You got to come in the way you want people to respect you. So when I come in, I want to leave an impact on your life. Good or bad, it's however you take it, but you won't forget who I am. When you see me, I'm like, that's no worries.
Right. So being an authentic content creator, well, it's a thin line between clout chasing and being authentic.
Correct.
So how do you balance that?
So I just try to come up with things, like I said earlier, to just make sure that it describes who I am, or it puts out what I want to put out. You know, I do the little TikTok, dances and stuff like that, but that's not really my go-to thing. So that's when it's the thin line. Are you going to be saying positive things to, draw people's attention? Or you just want to just keep doing what other people doing and just don't have the mindset for yourself to bring out who you are?
Right. So what's the short-term goals for you in the next, say, the 3 to 5 years?
So crazy. I didn't even think about that. So you making me think, which is cool. I would definitely just saying this to get my name out there. Like I said, this to keep representing for my big girls. That's really all I want to do. I'm trying to get on the Jennifer Hudson show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Trying to get the corridor and do the little dance.
I need to do the little dance. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people don't think about that. You got to. It's more than just performing. That you are performing, but not performing for it. You want to get out there, and then you want to reach out to people that do stuff, give people chances. She gives a lot of people chances, that ain't famous. So that's just the mindset I'm at. I just want to do little stuff like that. I want to spread the word.
I want to be because I'm a big fan of the Wayans, and I want to be I want to look back and I want to get a network of team people going. I want to look back in 20 years man, Big and Lazy was fucking with them before anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm trying to do.
And that's dope, and you can do it, though. So you at the right place right now.
Yeah, man,
keep going. Yeah.
Consistency is the key. So, coming out as gay, did you have any negative feedback, and how was that experience?
It was different because
Cause I just had I ain't gonna say her thing. I had a family member just recently come out, and the first thing I say, I accept you. Like,
yeah.
I don't give a fuck I accept you.
My mom told me she knew, she was just waiting on me to say it. You know what I'm saying?
Type of thing, yeah.
Yeah. My daddy, he was a homophobic, so that was kind of, it was kind of hard with him. He when I told him, he just walked away. Then he came back and he was like, "I love you." It's always, he told me it's different when it's your child. So I had to take that in consideration. And you just, you don't ever want to disappoint your parents, but you are.
Right.
But then I have to live my life. And if this is what I chose the sexuality I chose to go, you should still support me because I would support you. But also, too, I have to realize, like, back in the day, like, my dad was born in, like, 1954. Like, that stuff wasn't...
Times were different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's like Drake. You know what I'm saying? So, you have to be cautious of things like that. And I just had to come to reality and be like, nope. Because, like, how my daddy's gone, like, if I would have still hid that, it would hurt me. Because I wouldn't have been able to ever express, my sexuality to my daddy and him to love who I love.
You speak highly of your daddy, and nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Would you say you're a daddy's girl?
Absolutely. And I'm the only child.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you only child, daddy's girl. You both ways. So you spoke earlier that a lot of your friends didn't have a father figure in the house. Do you see how that affected them negatively, or if any at all, not growing up with a father figure in your peers?
You know what? Yes and no. I say yes because I feel like the current heart, are as a lot of women, I don't know, they be like, they don't know that what is that? What am I looking for? They don't have that male role model in their life to show, like, men let them down, so because they didn't have their father, they've been let down all their life. Like, that would be like the thing that I've seen a lot in my friends, but their mothers love them unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of hard because, like I said, when I grew up, I didn't even look at it like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it never even dawned on me for real. But I just realized, like, hold on, am I the only one where they mama and daddy is, together?
I only seen this shit in movies.
That's what a lot of people used to tell me, but it still just never really, like...
No lie. Y'all remember the child support? They used to come out in the newspapers. Newspapers, you get the newspaper in school. No lie. In Westport Middle, 6th grade, we used to take the newspaper, take highlighters, and we look for our daddy. We seriously. We'll pass it around. Look, my daddy owed this. And no lie, my daddy was in there. Like, no lie, it was like half the class was daddy was on back child. Serious, it was sad.
Dang.
Looking back as a 12-year-old kid was all shits and giggles, but now it was kind of sad. Half the fucking class, my daddy's on child.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even know, and that's another thing. Like, a lot of people call my daddy Pops, so I didn't, like, of course, like I told you, I'm the only child, so I grew up calling a lot of people brother and sister because I didn't have any, so a lot of people looked up to my father, and that was always love because a lot of people don't gravitate to the father. They always be like, moms, you know what I'm saying? So it was really good, like, growing up knowing that, shoot, my daddy taking me to school. Look, come go get my friends, daddy. We out, and he take us to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Like, no parents back then, they ain't got no money for you and your friends. My daddy didn't care. Y'all hungry, we gonna all eat. You know, so that was always embedded in me though. So I'm still the same way, even with my friends.
Yeah, that's what's up. That was an amazing conversation. I thank you for stopping by. Is there anything you want to say before you get out of here? Once
again, thank you for having me, and y'all go download my EP, Something Different, if y'all haven't.
Go download it, all platforms. Big and Lazy Pod is the IG. bigandlazy.com is the website. Thank y'all for the support.
Another confirmed multimedia production confirmed.
Subscribe now.
This is the Big and Lazy Podcast. Give us something good to eat. Give us something good to watch.